Oh, I see it now. There it is. Wibbly wobbly timey wimey. Is that the passage of time? That's right. That's the passage of time. I didn't know that was something that could be seen visibly. I went through that to go to the past. Celebrate, only you can open the passage of time. Do your thing. Sure. Stop there. That will do. What? That voice. It can't be. Hello to you all. It's been a while. Dustnor? Dustnor? Your scurrying carried you far. But sad to say, that's all over now. Whee! The Gremlin Brigade. The Sableye too? Humph. That's crafty, Dustnor. You allowed us to roam free, but you kept an eye on us the whole time, so you could capture Celebi as well as us. What? So you mean we were followed the whole time? I didn't see this coming. It's all my fault, Celebi. Oh? Pods don't suit your style, my dear Grovyle. And do you honestly think that I can be caught? Everyone, are you ready to fight? What? Of course. We're going to power our way through. We'll push them aside. Then dive into the passage of time. Got it. Ah, so you'll resist? Spare yourself the effort. You have no chance of succeeding. But won't know for sure till we try. Dustnor, you and me now. Grovyle, are you really such a fool for thinking I'd come alone? What? Now, Master Dialga. Well, it turned pitch black. Grew. Was that the top screen? It sure was. Grew! I tried. The unfortunate thing about this setup... Is there a way to, like, switch the channels by, like, a key press? Or the scenes?
There might be a hotkey version.
And the second question is, will the hotkey version work if the OBS is not selected?
Usually yes.
Okay. Because the problem I'm having is whenever I have it set up if I need something for the top screen, but I don't know when it should crop up. And they kind of sneak up on me a lot of times.
Yeah.
That's Grovyle. What is it? What is that? That's Primal Dialga. What? That's Primal Dialga? That's what I was expecting when I expected something that could travel through time. What's wrong, Grovyle? Where's your bravado now? My dear Grovyle. This is it for us. What? Why? Aren't we gonna fight? It's hopeless. Dustnor on his own is one thing, but we won't stand a chance against Dialga. You two have kept up so well. I'm sorry to let you down. This is where it ends. But I surrender, Dustnor. Do with me as you will. My dear Grovyle. What's the matter, Grovyle? It's not like you to give up so easily. Yes, I'm giving up, but hope is still alive. Celebi, remember? That last time, when I traveled back in time from planet's paralysis, I wasn't alone. There was another. What? Grovyle, you didn't come to our world by yourself? That's right. I had a partner. We headed to the past together. But when we were going through the passage of time, we had trouble. We became separated. My partner should still be back in the world of the past. Even if I am eliminated, my partner will still see our mission through to the end. My partner will prevent the planet's paralysis. Ha. Ha 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 ha. Something wouldn't... We already know if they succeeded.
Anyway.
What's so funny? Also, let's put a pin in that. Ha. So you claim someone went to the past with you? Instantly, what was the name of your partner? Go on, say the name. Why ask such a thing? Can't tell me. Well, that's not true. My partner's name is Lyra. My best friend. What? What? Grovyle, did you just say Lyra? Oh, this is Lyra right here. What? You're Lyra? No, it can't be. It isn't. The Lyra I know isn't a Pokemon. I know, is a human. What? Ho ho ho. Precisely. My good fellow Gravile, that's unmistakably your friend Lyra. What? That Pokemon you see was once a human. Oh no, it's gone into screensaver mode again.
Oh no.
What? Master Dialga, given me a mission. I was to be rid of you, Gravile, and Lyra because you fled to the past. I traveled through time in pursuit of you both. In the past, I gathered intelligence that might help me find you. And at one point, I met Teen Twilight. Oh there, hello, your friends. We work at the guild, but I suspected nothing. My partner's out to be see it in a dream. She gave me a partner, and it was kind of dream. And I mentioned the emotional scream. I was skeptical at first, and then that's with the memory of a name being human for. I beg your pardon, human? The human form of human with no memories. I possessed the dimensional scream ability. I became convinced then. You said you know your name at least, and that name would be. I told. Oh, so no, yeah. He's not having a bell. No, it means nothing to me. Oh, did you see this thing that smells? Yum, yum. I already imagine it. There's no doubt. Something flashbacks. So that Lyra developed amnesia and was transformed into a Pokemon, which must be because of the accident during your time travel. Well, Lyra's memory loss was a lucky stroke for me. After all, your partner failed to recognize who I am. It was quite easy to win over your partner's trust. And it was also easy to drag them to the future when the time came. You know, I will say it is a little interesting that emotions spark up in relation to the Time Gear stuff, because we didn't fully we have amnesia, but you can't truly forget stuff. But nothing similar happened with Duskmore.
Oh. Huh, that's a good point.
It was also easy to drag to the future when the time was up.
Oh no, just weird.
Yeah. Especially since it would have been good foreshadowing. Dustner really was lying. Which left you, Grovile, the last part of the job to finish. I was a human from the future, and I was Grovile's partner on a mission to prevent the planet's paralysis, and that's how I ended up with Tails' world? Grovile and Lyra, with the both of you here, everything will end when we finally dispose of you. I'll finally put an end to Grovile's glimmer of hope. Everything ends for you. Duskanor, no. Insert nibbling here. This is where you would charge at him and bite him on the arm.
This is where I learn bite properly in the comic.
This is where you learn bite properly in the comic. Duskanor.
Just to spite a ghost.
Just to bite a ghost. Have you finally come to terms with your fate? Grovile, Lyra, we shall be rid of you for all time. This is the end for you. Wee! Grovile, you can't give up. Well, you say not to give up, but what can be possible do in this bleak situation? We have to think. I know. Tell me, can you time travel abilities transport us just a short distance in the past? In the passage of time? It won't be easy with Dialga here. Dialga's a temple Pokemon. It controls time itself. Even if I can make us travel in time, we'll have no trouble exposing it.
Man, talking is a free action, isn't it?
Even a little will do. Please. Attack. Wee-hee-hee! Time to travel!
I'm sorry. I feel confident that we could take this group on.
In fairness, so was Grovile. It's specifically that Dialga's there. That's the group. We're like, oh no, we're screwed.
Fair, okay.
They vanished? Master Dialga. Ignore the fact that that's... Oh, wait, it's still going. Oh my god. Oh, thank goodness. Oh, thank goodness, it's still going. Yeah, the hardest part is most of the top screen segments are really, really short.
Yeah.
So it's like in the time it takes me to realize that they're there, it's already over.
Mm-hmm.
But then sometimes it'll do a few in a row, and I'll like, oh, it starts already fading, and then nothing will show up. I'm like, dang it! Oh, anyways, our time travel path's been shattered. There they are. We got so close to the passage of time. Dive in now, you can make it. Now, into the passage of time. What about you, Celebi? Don't fret over me. I told you I can't be caught. Stop the planet's process. Change history. Thanks. Thank you, Celebi. You're not getting away! Gah. Whee!
He got away.
Tails, we got away. Chapter 16, A New Dawn. Maximum ellipses. This is... Irk. What? Lyra, where... Isn't this where I met you, Lyra? It's like that beach. So that means... Could it be? No, it isn't. It is. We're in the past. We're back in our world. I like how the times are the past and the future. There's no present. Yes. We made it, Lyra. Hey, Grovile. Look around. We made it home. Back to our world. So we did it. We made it through. Back to this world. Yep. This is where I met Lyra. Let's see. Right on this rock. Probably was bleeding out from smacking your head on it. So what happened? That trip through time sent me into the So that's what happened. That trip through time sent me into the Eastern Forest. Lyra and I both reached your world far away from each other. Oh, that's right. I'm really confused by a lot of these things, like this whole concept of time travel. Will you please explain it to us? Where you see the future and the past. And time travel is when you go from one to the other.
And that's it. That's the explanation.
That's the explanation. You're even doing time travel right now. You're traveling to the future from the present. Every second.
Every second. The years start coming and they don't stop coming, you could say.
They need to stop coming, especially after 2020.
Lyra, I hate to tell you, but it's been 2 years since 2020.
And they won't stop coming, and they won't stop coming. Oh, but this isn't really a place to talk, so let's go to Wiggly Tough Skill to talk there.
Much to do, so much to see. So
How you doing, Tails?
Taking the back street. Never know if you don't go. Never shine if you don't go. No, go ahead. Continue.
Before we went to the future, we were trained there and roomed there. That'd be the perfect place. Let's go to Wiggly Tough Skill. Hold on.
No.
Will I be received well if I go to the guild? After all, I'm an outlaw in this world. If I went to the guild, won't everyone be shocked? Don't you think they try to capture me? Or, come to think of it, you're right. What should we do? Oh, I know. There's a good place. But we'll need to go through Treasure Town. It should be a problem if we lie low and sneak through. Lead the way. Okay, it's this way. How you doing, Tails?
I'm just trying to help out. You know, give a little ambiance to the scene.
There's
what could be a better ambiance than All-Star?
Some star. There's a message from the Exploration Team Federation. Special episode. Here Comes Team Charm has been unlocked. We're 2 special episodes behind now. Would you like to save your adventure? Boop, 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 boop. Oh no, hydration. I'm posture checking.
Oh no.
Hey, look, it's Sharpedo Bluff.
Oh.
Happy redeems a highlight message for 100 channel points saying sing mode.
Can't what I just did count as the sing mode?
It definitely can when you're playing like 1/25th of the total price of sing mode normally.
I definitely did more than 1/25th of that song, so
Exactly. That's why, so it definitely counts. Javier submits, oh look, Lyra's favorite team, a team of lesbians in pink.
you know,
Fair enough. This cliff is known as Sharpedo Bluff. Sharpedo Bluff? Yeah. I think it's called that because this cliff is shaped like a Pokemon named Sharpedo. As far as I can tell, nothing seems out of the ordinary. Shuffle these leaves, and it's down here. I lived here before I joined the guild. Go on, after you. If you've read On Borrowed Time, and that's your only experience with PM the Explorers, this still comes as no surprise to you. I see. This is a hollow chamber in the base of the cliff. What do you think you have in those barrels over there?
that's I would tell you, but then I would have to kill you. Don't ask questions you don't want the answer to.
Alright, guys in chat, what do we think Tails is hiding in her barrels? What secrets is she keeping from us?
I would hate to have to kill you because my license is currently expired. And I'd hate to have to commit a crime. Winter Lily went straight to bodies, which, fair guess.
Anyways, boo! No one's been here to mess it up. Goes to show how little interest there is in this place. Maybe better if we stay here for a while. Agreed. Oh no, the moon. But Lara, I never expected you to be that very same, Lara. Punctuation. Grubble, can you tell us more about that? Yes, Lara and I. We were jointly investigating the planet's paralysis. A Pokemon and a human? Paired together? Yeah. An odd concept, really. And Lara has a special ability like none other. We relied on that special ability to investigate the planet's paralysis. It played a vital part. By special ability, do you mean the dimensional scream? You mean the dimensional scream, don't you? Exactly. But the dimensional scream has a drawback. The dimensional scream requires the presence of a trusted Pokemon partner. Without that partner, the ability cannot be triggered. Tails, you're a trusted partner.
As I should be.
Trusted partner. That's why I work together. Dimensional scream is set off by triggers tied to places where the time gears are hidden. We need to find out where the time gears were in the past. We need the dimensional scream to accomplish that. Wait a second. You said the dimensional scream needs a trusted partner nearby. But the dimensional scream was being triggered not long after we met. Your point? Doesn't that show how much you two trust each other from the start? Tails, we were just such good friends from the start.
We're such good friends from the start.
There's a joke here about how we looked back and we were like, how has it only been a year since we met? We're such close friends already.
Exactly.
Irk. When you put it like that, I mean, it's a bit embarrassing. Don't be embarrassed, Tails. We're just that good friends. In addition, Lara developed amnesia. Upon meeting Tails, Tails, your partner had something to turn to. Perhaps Lara grew to trust you very quickly because of that. Oh, there's another thing I don't understand. Does the dimensional screen go off in response to only time gears? Right. The opposite is also true. Why is it what? This is a completely redundant statement. So you're saying the dimensional scream only responds to time gears. Yes. Also, the opposite is true. It does not respond to things not related to the time. That's what I meant when I asked if it only responded to time gears. This whole game is... I love this game. It's one of my favorite games of all time. This game is painfully redundant.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh. Anyways, let's skip that. We already... that box was established by the last statement. Really? That's not how I remember it. Yeah, do you remember that time we went off to drowsy in first exploration? Oh, thank God, no flashbacks. Wait. We went to those places and that seemed to have nothing to do with the time gears, but even a place like that must scream it off, didn't it? Yeah. Oh, thank God, no flashbacks. Are you sure? But never happened in the future. The scream was never triggered by places that had no tie to time gears whatsoever. You could tie some really depressing logic behind that.
Oh, don't worry, Lyra. I'm already working on it.
Oh.
Way ahead of you.
Oh, well, that's true. I don't know why it would work differently here. Perhaps things are just different in this world. Perhaps the nature of the dimensional scream is altered in the past. Winter Lily immediately chimes in, but someone said depressing. Oh, and then distressed Rika face. Is that called distressed Rika or distressed Poochiana?
Just to distress.
Just distressed? Okay, that's fair. So in the future, the dimensional screen doesn't work in places that have no connection to time gears. Oh, that explains it. That's why that time when we're in the future. Oh, there's the flashback. It's here.
Oh my God.
Something, something. Remember when we touched the water and it did nothing? That was fun. Badoop. Does water feel wet when it's frozen? Like in time, not in like ice? It's a hydrate!
I would like to believe that yes. Because it's frozen in time just kind of means it's stuck and not moving, so it's still water. It's just unmoving water.
Unmoving water. Maybe I couldn't envision anything that time because we're in the future. Because we were trying to place the time gears. Maybe that's why the dimensional screen failed to work. Maybe Goban's right about the future and the past being different. But different enough to make the dimensional screen ability work differently. What's up?
Why are we still talking like this?
Anyways, like I was saying, we're investigating the planet's process. I'm interested to see how Gates and Super write their dialogue after this.
I just crave freedom.
Use the dimensional screen to identify the locations of the time gears in your world while we're in the future. That's it. Here, time gear, flashback. We just don't have any pictures to go with the flashback. After identifying locations written in the past, we took the passage of time that brought us from our world to your future. From the future to the past.
What?
What's up?
Did you almost yawn?
I may have. Why?
That's absolutely fair for the state of this fucking dialogue.
Yeah. Related. Hey, look, it's a flashback to the start of the game. Are you okay? No, don't let go. Just a little longer. Come on, hang on. No, I can't. Hold on.
I just want a hard cut for us in this chapter, and I'm just saying no more flashbacks. But how can I explain? And then you just succinctly explain everything that's taken 20 minutes in this scene. I was like, yeah, you see, we got it. No more flashbacks. Oh, that reminds me of the time, and I just cut into the flashback physically. Absolutely not. You've done 7 of them. That's enough.
That's enough for the whole game, let alone this one scene. We encountered turbulence while we were traveling through time. Thus, Lyra and I became separated. For some reason, Lyra got amnesia and was turned into a Pokemon. It seems like I took the brunt of the turbulence, but somehow Grovyle was the one who came out in the wrong place, considering uh, when nothing went wrong this time, he came out on the beach again.
I like that you either end up in the wrong place or the wrong body, but there was no right answer there.
Beautiful.
Clearly, you needed me with you to time travel properly. That's the only difference this time, and therefore, that's what fixed it.
That's what fixed it. I can only guess that it had something to do with our accident while traveling in time. I came from the future, and not just that, it came with the mission of preventing paralysis. I don't know, it seems so outlandish. It doesn't feel real somehow. If only we were a character that could give some sort of reaction to this character, this soul-crushing revelation. How you doing, Tails?
This dialogue is fucking killing me.
So, Lyra, you may not remember any of this, but you're my closest friend. I worried about you when we were separated. I'm glad to see you're safe. Your appearance may have changed, and now you have lost your memory. You're still you. None of this alters the fact that you remain my friend. Oh, I'm glad to see you. Oh, Lyra, I'm glad to see you again. Can I just make one comment?
Go for it.
I feel like the changes they would need to make this story make sense if you were just a Pokemon the whole time rather than a human would have meant jumping through less hoops than they had to explain all this malarkey with the dimensional scream and this and that and the other. Like the different levels of just like because of this, that, and the other. Like the amount of hoops they had to jump through for people to recognize you, despite the fact that you were a different species, was just more hoops they would have had to jump through than if they had just had to try and explain why you as one of these many bajillions of Pikachus in the world who doesn't recognize them at all. It's
amazing.
Yeah.
Also, Lyra, may I note, I like the way that Grovyle was like, you're still like, my good close friend Lyra, and then took a pause to stare at me, and then turns back to you and goes, now. Lyra, we were the best of friends, glares at me. We were the closest of friends, glares at me. I'm so glad that my good friend Lyra is safe, glares at me.
My
so anyway.
Amazing, irreplaceable friend, Lyra. Our friendship was irreplaceable, the kind of which could never be found elsewhere.
me just staring. You're not slick, asshole. I see this. I get this.
Now, you have to decide on a course of action. Like I've told you before, I'm going to collect the Tigers again. What are you going to do? I'm a little worried about how time stops in the region where its time gears removed. But you're sure it'll only be temporary? That's right. As soon as the time gears are set into place at Temple Tower, time will be restored to its normal state everywhere. Well then, we'll go too. We'll go with you, Grovyle. Stealing a time gear will cause trouble for Pokemon that live in the area, but we have to present the planet's paralysis. Okay then, we'll go together. But the hour's late. We're all so exhausted from all the running. We should rest up tonight. We'll leave in the morning. Sorry, I had to make sure the screen was on the right one. Tails isn't here. Tails, you betrayed us. Maybe outside? Still thinking about that one part of Rescue Team where it's like the morning where you're about to run off, and if you just go in town, you can like interact with the shops and stuff like normal, but just everyone's asleep when you do.
It's the most amazing part of the game. Of course you remember that.
Ooh, anyways, what's the matter? Can't sleep? Yeah, just thinking. Think about Dusknoir? No, that's not it. I'm over. I got to bite him. I'm over it.
I bit his stupid face, and the world is set right.
No, that's not it. Sure, finding out we're being fooled really hurt, but I got to bite him, so it's real good. That made me realize what Dustner said in the future was really true. And it made me understand that Lyra really did come from the future. I was going over things like that in my head. Oh, look, Grovile, sunlight. It's sunrise.
Oh,
You gonna stay
pretty.
there? Boom. It's pretty, isn't it? Yes. Maybe it's because we were in the future for so long, but I didn't think that sunrise could ever feel so renewing. Sun rises, then it sets. We take that for granted, and that's only natural. But things we take for granted, they're really the most essential things, and they're precious. All I'd ever known is the future world of darkness. Upon coming to this world and seeing the sun for the first time, it was staggering. Seeing it strengthened my resolve to turn history away from a future of darkness. There's one thing that I wanted to ask of you, Tails. It's about that time in the future, when we were confronted by Dialga. Frankly, we were in a no-win situation. There was no hope. Dang it. I was about to compliment you, game. Why did you give us the flashback?
God.
I was literally about to be like, it's so weird having this dialogue immediately after the base, like, recap episode dialogue we had a second ago. So I was about to be like, oh man, it's so almost jarring having this deep, profound conversation after all that. And I was like, staying quiet because I was like, I don't want to jinx it. And then it's just like, here's the flashback because I knew it. I knew it was coming.
I just want to note that absolutely, it's like back when we were there and like the flashback starts forming and I just get in front of it and I'm just like, yes, I was there. We do not need to see this again.
This is the end for you. Oh wait, it's flashback. I don't need to read it. We saw this. We literally saw this earlier today.
Yeah.
It's probably going to be like the last episode for YouTube.
The worst thing is with the fact that this game was made for a younger demographic and how long it would have taken to beaten. I absolutely could be on board with like lots of flashbacks to earlier in the game if necessary, but why is it always like 10 minutes before flashback?
Mm-hmm. Especially there was like something that it flashed back to a point that like there was no chance to save. Like literally, I guess you could close the DS and come back to it later, but like the average person, no matter how young, was going to have seen that flashback like an hour ago. But when it all seemed lost, you refused to give up. Even I had given up. What compelled you? How did you manage to stay so strong? Well, I wonder too. I really don't know. The strong urge to bite Dustnor in the face.
I was just gonna say, that's simple. Pure unregulated spite. I was not going down before I bit that son of a bitch.
But maybe it's because Lyra stood by me.
And I knew my good friend Lyra supported this. And I couldn't let her down. Or myself.
I just imagine the comic where I was like, you were able to stand up in such a hopeless situation. Lyra's support does wondrous things, right? No, I just wanted to bite Dustnor out of spite.
And just, Lyra's brimming support of me fighting Dustnoir's face gave me strength. In the middle of that hopeless situation, I just flashed back to me being like, I want to bite him in the face. And so you're like, yeah, that sounds good. Like in a casual, flippant way. And that's my big motivating moment. And just, yeah.
Winter Lily submits a wouldn't you like to know what I wanted to say, Weather Boy?
And yes, I would like to know what you wanted to say.
Lyra, have a look at this. It's a rock. This is, what could it be? There's an odd pattern inscribed on it. I've never seen anything like it. This pattern is new to me. This is my relic fragment. It's my personal treasure. My dream to one day solve the mystery behind this fragment. But I was scared so easily. I didn't even have the courage to apply as an apprentice at the guild. That's why I met Lyra. Oh no, more flashbacks. Tails, help! Tails, help! The flashbacks are back! Help! Help! I've seen that waterfall like 4 times this game.
Lyra, you know what that one is? I'll give them that one. Because we were specifically talking about how gorgeous that waterfall looked. So they were like, you know what? We can't just use it for the single scene. We got to make them appreciate this waterfall a couple times. We worked so hard on it. And you know what? I'll give them that one.
The counterpoint, I believe it is. I believe the frame clicked through that in editing, and it is a 3-frame animation. So while it was expertly pulled off, I don't know how much effort they put into it. At least not relative gestures at the top screen right now.
Fair.
Yeah, Lyra was always there to cheer me up. And then, oh no, more flashbacks. Tails, remember when you were playing Kingdom Hearts 3, and I sarcastically said time for 20 cutscenes before we get to do anything, and it was like 19?
Yeah.
We're getting really close to that sarcastic 7 flashbacks you mentioned earlier.
I
think this is...
I was joking!
I think this is 6.
Oh my god.
So anyways, you were real confident against Groudon. Can we go for 7? Lucky number 7, that's something, Lyra. That's how I came to feel over time. Maybe that's why I was able to keep going with it and give it up. Anybody who's complaining about us ruining the happy, cheerful, hopeful moment, I counter, we're not ruining it. The people who put 7 flashbacks in this cutscene did it.
Absolutely.
I was literally about to compliment how it was being handled before they shoved 3 more flashbacks in it. Alright. I think I understand what you're saying. Lyra has a special quality that makes others feel that way. Same way I care for Lyra as a friend. You Tails also feel that same way about Lyra. Lyra is lucky to be blessed with a friend like you. Tails, I'm lucky to be blessed with a friend like you.
Aww, but also, Grovile, is this a challenge? I will win, okay? Back off. I was being hyperbolic when I said we weren't best friends because of Mario Party, buddy.
Well, it's morning. We should be leaving soon. Yep. Yoink. We get to the place we're heading off, and I'm the only one who's not dead sleepy. Man, I had a great night's sleep. What about you two?
You know.
Sounds about right. Alright. It's agreed that we'll collect all the time gears. First, we have to decide which timer we should target. Let's check the Wonder Map. From here, the underground lake seems to be the closest. How about the tree-shot forest? That's where I got my first time gear last time. Where's that? Here. All the way over here. It's a little far from here, but there's no one like Yuxi guarding that time gear. Oh, great. If we have to fight someone over a time gear, that would attract attention. But that wouldn't be a problem here, right? Exactly. That's settled. That's where we'll go. We're off to Tree-Shot Forest. This is it. This is the entrance to the Tree-Shot Forest. Oh. Something wrong, Grovile? Let me sure somehow feels different than last time. No. I must be imagining it. We'll go in when you're ready.